So, good news, everyone. We survived the first brutally cold day of 2025. Yay! Well, I'm sure wherever you're watching this, it's probably not cold at all, but where I am right now, it's very cold. I think it got as low as -2 yesterday morning. So, yay, we survived the first brutally cold day of 2025. Bad news is, today is supposed to be even colder. Normally I'd probably use my phone to look at the temperature, but use my phone to do this. Well, first of all, happy hump day. Now, okay, I want to say happy hump day first. Let me get to, I need to look up, what's the temperature outside? Current temperature outside, okay. Let's see. Current temperature. It is -2. It's -2. It is -2, and I don't like it. In fact, literally yesterday all day I was dreading any possible point of going outside, even if I was only going to be out there for a few minutes, or not even 30 seconds. I hated going outside, but I survived it. Now, if I can just survive today and again keep making it until March, we have a chance. My high was, well, I guess getting through how cold it was yesterday. That's something to be said. And I got to spend some time with my folks yesterday. That was also quite nice. Speaking of having to go outside, my act of kindness was doing the garbage for my parents. That was, I did that. Although luckily, my mom always tells me that I have to wear gloves. Yesterday I finally took her advice and wore gloves. And I have to say, they legitimately helped me. I mean, my hands were still kind of cold, but less so, which is nice. So, yesterday I tried looking up who this week's Hot Ones guest is going to be, and at that point it hadn't announced yet. So, how about I try again? Okay, so, hopefully, the first Week Feast Hot Ones guest of 2025 is Bad Bunny. I have no idea who Bad Bunny is. That is... Okay, looks like I'm going to have to look up this guy. Okay, he's a Puerto Rican rapper. Okay. Let's see. The King of Latin Trap. Okay. All right. That is interesting. We're getting Bad Bunny on Hot Ones this Thursday, or tomorrow. I can't believe it's... That's actually one good thing about this week, is that it's moving kind of fast. Not like dangerously fast, but like, I mean, the fact we're Wednesday needs to account for something. I suppose another part of my low I didn't mention earlier is I got to procrastinate getting out of bed this morning. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that, the cold kind of has me wanting to stay in bed longer. And I've got the heat cranked up in my apartment as high as it goes. And actually, no, I did sleep. I did sleep pretty comfortably, though. I did. I mean, for me, I really haven't gotten great sleep in a long time, like a really long time. But I would have to say this was one of my better night's sleep. And for 2025, it was definitely one of my better night's sleep. Although, why did I get those different then? I don't know. So yeah. If you can't tell, I really have no idea who Bad Bunny is. But hey, Bad Bunny's gonna be on Hot Ones this Thursday. It's gonna be awesome. And you think that'd be the end of the video, but there's actually more. I was probably gonna talk about this maybe tomorrow, but why not? Might as well share this now. As you guys know, March 1st will be coming up on 1 full year since Akira Toriyama, the man who invented the guy who wrote Dragon Ball, had passed away. Near the end of last year, the last thing Akira Toriyama ever worked on was Dragon Ball Daima, and that premiered in like November or something. No, it was like October, November, like sort of early to mid fall. We'll say that. And I did a short the other day in regards to my thoughts on it so far. And I knew that Dragon Ball Daima really wasn't going to be that long of a series. And I do plan on doing our thoughts on it. But what took me by surprise was they released the full episode count not long ago. It should be about 20 episodes. And I believe the actual Japanese dub just released its 14th episode, I believe. Whereas in the English dub, we're going to be doing episode 3 this week. I'm debating on how I'm going to go about doing it. Because later this month, before January is over, I plan on doing my arc thoughts on the Universe 6 arc for Dragon Ball. And it's on February 28th that the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima should be released. By the end of February, I should be doing the... Actually, do we call it the Goku Black arc or the Future Trunks arc? Or saga? I don't really know. I'll have to look it up later. Do I wait until the end of March to do Dragon Ball Daima, or should I just finish all the arcs in Super and then talk about Dragon Ball Daima? I mean, I suppose I could wait until Dragon Ball Daima is fully dubbed into English and then worry about doing an arc thoughts on it. Because Dragon Ball Daima is canon. It is. It comes between after the Majin Buu saga, but before Battle of Gods. So, I guess getting to it as soon as possible would be the logical thing to do. However, what am I going to do? I suppose I could do everything I was going to do for Super, and then do Dragon Ball Daima, which does remind me, later this year we're finally going to get more Dragon Ball content. I believe we're going to start with like a one-shot that features Goten and Trunks, and then we may get the Black Frieza saga, which I hope we do. I don't know. This puts me in a very precarious situation. I mean, I don't really need to worry about it now, per se. I mean, again, I gotta do Universe 6 in a few days. I just gotta figure out when I'm gonna do that. And then the real problems won't start until we get to February. When Dragon Ball... Well, here's the thing. Chances are I probably won't be able to see the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima on February. It's literally coming out February 28th. The very last day of February. Chances are there's no way I'm going to be able to watch that episode and then immediately do an arc thoughts afterwards. So, I guess doing the Goku Black Saga in February seems like a good idea. And by that point, the English dub of Dragon Ball Daima should be getting farther into what it's doing. Like, if it's February 28th when Dragon Ball Daima ends in Japan, when it's dubbed into English, it'll probably be April when it's completed. Possibly, actually, it might even be May. Ooh. That is interesting. It really just might be the month of May when Dragon Ball Daima is finally in English. If they're doing it weekly. Huh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Right now, my plan is to do Universe 6 in January. That was definitely always going to be on the agenda. I guess I'll probably have to take it as it comes. I mean, there is a chance that Dragon Ball Daima will end sooner than, May, I suppose. And by that point, I could at least do, the Goku Black Saga and then the Tournament of Power Saga. Problem is, though, I'll have to delay talking about Broly because that was just so awesome. But again, that's a little ways away from now. Not to mention, it has been a while since I touched up on both the Moro saga and, Moro I definitely need a refresher on for a complete analysis. Granola, I'm definitely much more, the information's much more fresh in my mind. And fun fact, I never actually saw Dragon Ball Superhero. So I'll definitely give that a watch at some point. I'm going to be a very busy individual when it comes to how to go about doing anything Dragon Ball related for a while. But for now, my plan is clear. Universe 6 in January, and if for whatever reason I'm able to watch Here's the thing, if I see the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima before February 28th, depending on... actually, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. February 28th is going to be a Friday. And by that point, I'll be needing to talk about Hot Ones. Ooh. Shoot. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'll wait for, I guess the smart thing to do would have to be to wait until Dragon Ball Daima is dubbed in English. Plus, for starters, again, the English dub is what I clearly grew up on watching Dragon Ball as a whole. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to watch it twice, which is not a bad thing. Especially when I really want to do a good job with these arc thoughts. Okay. I think I got it. So, I guess I'll have to do Dragon Ball Daima in I expect it to be in May, but if I'm able to do it in April, that'd be great. It's even cooler because I'll be able to do Broly, Moro, and Granola in those following months. Wait. Hold on. Hold on, I have to do Universe 6 January, Goku Black would be February, Tune Power would be in March. Oh, I did that wrong, I'm sorry. Broly would be in April. I guess Dragon Ball Daima would be in May. And then Moro, then Granola, and then Superhero. Okay. For now, that's the initial plan. It's probably subject to change. Let's see where it goes. I hope y'all like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk to channel, I'm always going to be here to lend it. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby. I really don't want to have to go back out in the cold. I love living in upstate New York, but it's definitely got its fair share of problems. Take care.